So I'm joined here with the latest heartthrob of the Indian music industry, a young singing sensation who's won 1 million hearts with his recent songs. Armaan Malik, welcome to B4U.
Thank you for having me here with you.
How's London treating you?
It's awesome. This is the first time that I've been to the UK, and I also celebrated my 21st birthday right here in London. So I consider this trip really special, and I've come a little ahead of my tour, which is in September, so that I can meet all my fans, my Armanians, and spread my love before I come in September.
Girls, are you listening? He's only 21 years of age. Like I said, you've recently received a lot of success and appreciation. You now have a global fan following. You come from a Bollywood family, and your recent songs have been blockbusters. Has it sunk in yet? Are you feeling the pressure of being Armaan Malik?
Actually, I don't know what's happened with me. It's something that's surreal, and the songs I sang it like any other song, whatever songs that I sang. I never knew that they would become so monumental and so huge in the industry. And when it comes to the success, very early on, my father, Dabu Malik, he mind trained me in the right way, because he told me, when you get success, you should not take it to the head, and you should have your feet on the ground, and success can come and go in just a jiffy. So I have not taken it so seriously. So I think that in that way I'm still very calm with myself and with the Armaan Malik tag that's happened with me. Well, what I usually do to kind of just keep myself sane is differentiate who I am as Armaan Malik as a singer and who I am as a person, Armaan Malik, back at home and with my friends and stuff. So that way I can balance out both. Yeah.
Take me right back to the beginning. When did you realize you wanted to be a singer, and how did your musical journey start?
I started singing when I was 4 years old. I started learning Hindustani classical music, and I used to take a few lessons from my Dada, Shri Sardar Malik. And as I grew up, I also participated in quite a few competitions such as Saregama Little Champs at the age of 10. And many did not go for this decision of mine to go on that show. Many people thought, why are you doing this? You have a family background in music, and you'll grow up and do singing and music. My thing was that people had this notion that if you come from a musical family, you'll get everything easy and you'll get a easy access into everything. And I wanted to prove them wrong. That's why I took up that challenge, and I did the reality show, and I contested against the best of singing talents all across of India. I wanted to do that for myself and prove all those people wrong. So that was the first step towards my musical career, Saregamapa. And post that, I sang a lot of songs for children films like Bhootnath, Tari Zameen Par, Chiller Party, and a lot of films at that point of time. Then I took a small break for my education as well, so that I could complete my 10th grade and my 12th grade. And then came this time when I was 16, when I was working on my own debut album, and I met Salman Khans. I met him with the album. I told him, this is something that I want to do. I want you to support me. And he said, of course I will. But he told me, why are you doing an album? Albums don't work in India anymore. So I was like, okay, I don't know what else to say to that. So he said, don't worry, I like one song out of this album. I want to go and put this in my film called Jai Ho, and I will launch you as a debut playback singer, as an adult playback singer for me. And well, the journey started from there on, and there was no looking back.
All thanks to Salman Khan then.
100%. He was the guy who found that special thing in me, and he didn't let me take anything easily. He told me that you got to work hard, you got to lose weight, you got to work out, because a singer is not only about his voice, it's about his whole personality, on stage, off stage, on screen, off screen. You have to look good every time. And he put me for dance classes and workout, and so he made me do my whole personality development, which I think is very rare for any person of that stature to do for someone who's just entering into the industry. So whatever I am today is obviously because of Mr. Salman Khan.
I guess it's true when they say a man who can't look after himself can't look after anyone.
Yes.
Wise words by Salman Khan, of course.
Well, actually, after Jai Ho, when I asked him for another small thing, he said, "No, I did it for you. Now this is your journey. After this, you have to take it yourself and take it forward. I did what I could do for you. After this, it's you alone." And I think that was very important for me, because as an individual, you do get help from people, but you don't get help every time. You got to take that forward, take it in your stride, and move forward. So after Jai Ho, music didn't do well. Jai Ho, the film, didn't do well.
Yeah.
Despite of that, we kept on at it, at my music and my singing, and I was relentless at that front. And sometimes when life pushes you hard, you gotta just keep pushing it. No one will help you at that point of time. And he himself told me that you got to take it yourself, because this is what I got support in my first movie when Salman Khan had told, when he was debuting.
Yeah.
I got support in my first movie, but after that I was all alone. It was all my journey. So this is your journey now. You take it and make it whatever you can.
Well, you're doing a very fine job in the industry, I must say. Let's talk about your concert. This is your first ever concert in the UK.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, actually, this is my first solo tour ever. So this is like my debut tour, and it's happening in USA and UK. Obviously, I've never played at a prestigious venue as SSE Arena, Wembley, and this is the first time that I'll be doing that on September 24th, 2016. I'm going to be playing at SSE Arena, Wembley. It's a really special feeling, because artists get to play at that venue a little more later into their career, and I'm getting to do this really early on. I think I take this as a sign and as a blessing from my grandfather, the Almighty, that I have this blessing to take this opportunity and make it even bigger for myself. So I'm really excited for my debut tour. It's happening in London on 24th.
Yeah.
That's at SSE Arena, and on 25th it's happening in Leicester. So I'm really looking forward to both of the shows, and super gun for it.
Wow. Do you, since you're very new and like you said, it's your debut tour, do you get to have a say in choosing your band members or choosing your songs?
100%. So even though it's my debut solo tour, I am spearheading every department, be it how the lights should play out, or how I enter on stage, how I exit on stage, and everything from chord arrangements to telling my band, this is what I want, this is the kind of mood that I want for this song. Everything. I'm actively involved in everything, because I am a musician at heart. I play the guitar, and I know my music. I just don't sing. I perform, I dance, and I do everything related to the performance. So I'm actively involved in every department, and I feel it's very important for any artist to bring all the fronts together and package it in their own way. So that's what I'm going to do for this.
So it's Armaan Malik is a complete package. He's not just a singer. He's a man who can look good, who can dance, who can entertain. Yeah. Any acting plans?
Well, not so soon. Yeah. Probably 5 years or 6 years later. But music's going to be my first love, for sure.
One of my questions is actually about young singers. And I was going to ask you if you think it's important for young singers to know how to produce their own songs, compose their tunes, or even write their lyrics, especially for people on social media, on YouTube, people who are doing cover songs. Who don't really make money from it, but they want to get noticed. Do you feel the young generation has to learn more about music, has to learn how to play an instrument, know how the production is done, the arrangement?
100%. I have learned production myself, and I've not learned it from any course or from a school, but just by toying around with my laptop and keyboard, and just seeing YouTube videos on how to do things on the computer and programming and stuff. It's helped me a lot. There are many songs of my brother that I have co-produced, like Suraj Duba hai. So I've co-produced the beats behind the song, and many people don't know that. So that's a different side to my musical personality, and I'm actively involved in song producing, songwriting. I write my own songs as well. However, I write a lot of songs in English. My thought process is in English. So in the future, I plan to collate all that I've done till now in English and release an album worldwide. So yeah, that's my big dream.
I hope your dreams come true. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back on B4U. Keep watching Talk of the Town. Welcome back from the break. You're watching Talk of the Town with me, Harmeet Singh Sawhney, and I'm here with the one and only Armaan Malik. Armaan, apart from your father, who's been your biggest inspiration till date?
My biggest inspiration has been Mr. Sonu Nigam, and he has inspired me in so many ways, be it singing or the way he's grown as a singer as well. He came from Delhi to Bombay and started from scratch and made his way all the way up, and he is one of the best singers to come out of India. So when I was growing up and I was listening to music, and for me music was and singing was Sonu Nigam, because I was born into that generation and era where Sonu Nigam was the singer. And he had a huge impact on my singing and my musicality. Even till today, whenever I release a song, a new single or whatever, I just play it to him and ask him his feedback and his advice on anything further, because I value his word more than anything else. And he always wishes me luck for everything. So I have that good relationship with Sonuji. So yes, he is my inspiration in many ways.
Is Sonuji critical of your work and your father and the family members around you? And how do you deal with that criticism, especially when it comes from people close to you?
Yeah. But the most critical person in my family is my dad. So he never gives me a nod so easily. So, when I get a nod or he's happy with something, that means I have scored brownie points. So, my dad always didn't want us to have that laid back attitude and take things very easily and think that everything that we do is going to be perfect in the first go and stuff. Because he has seen a lot of downs, and and when he's seen all of that, he passes on that experience to his children. So yes, so whenever I have anything new, I always play it to him and take his advice, because his advice matters a lot, and he is the biggest critic for me.
So having a famous father does not guarantee you a place in the Indian music industry or the film industry.
100%. And actually what happened was, in our family there was Armaan Malik as well. So out of the family, Anutaya was more famous than my dad. And my dad was he did his share of music, but he never got due credit for his music, and did not get that success that he deserved. So we grew up in an atmosphere where we saw dad coming back home, and he was sharing his day with us, and telling us that this movie I was almost signing and it didn't happen, and those kind of things. So me and my brother, very early on, we started shouldering the family's responsibility. My brother started assisting other composers, and I started singing a lot of ads and jingles and stuff, and started very early on. I started my singing career, playback singing career, when I was 9. So the journey has been ever since that time, and we've seen a lot of dad's share of struggle, so we know how it works. And we, being from dad's family, we had to actually work double harder, because we already had a famous uncle, and we had to get out of that shadow and make our own identity in the career and in the industry. meeting people, playing them the songs. Well, getting to meet people would have been easier because my dad was friends with some people. Obviously, you get an easy access to meet them, but getting inside the door and proving your talent is all again on you. So when people think that you are this Malik family person and you belong from this family and you'll get it easy, I don't think that's the thing. At the end of the day, talent and hard work, nothing supersedes that.
I totally agree. What are your views on British Asian music, and do you have any favorites? Do you like any particular singer or composer amongst the lot?
There's a lot of new stuff coming out now, a lot of contemporary R&B, hip-hop type stuff coming out. There's a few people like Arjun, Zach Knight who are doing really well. And T-Series is a homegrown label from India, and they have been very instrumental in getting artists from UK to show their talent as well. So I think that's awesome, and I really like how Asians are slowly taking over the world. I think I'm really proud of that fact, because it's about time the world knows that it's not only Bollywood that we can do so much more, and we can offer so much more. So I'm really happy for all the Asians who are killing it right now.
If there's one song you wish you had sung, what would that be?
Well, I really wish that I could have sung Jeena Jeena by Atif Aslam, because that song is so beautiful. It always touches my heart, and I did a cover of it also and put it out on YouTube, and I got a lot of positive response for that cover. So yes, I wish I would have sung Jeena Jeena. However, I still love it in Atif Aslam's voice. I think his voice always touches my heart, and it is by far my most favorite song.
In fact, YouTube was my next question. I was going to say that, you've got a lot of songs out there, and a lot of aspiring singers are now doing cover versions of your songs. And like you said, you've also done cover songs in the past.
I still, the thing about an artist is that when they start doing originals and they start making their own mark as an original artist, they tend to, not reach out to an audience which is on YouTube, on digital space, who want to hear other songs in their favorite singer's voice. Like probably I've seen so many fan messages, I wish I could have heard this song in your voice and that song in your voice. And I'm like, why not just try something and give it to the fans? Because at the end of the day, an artist is made because of his fans. And if you do something special for them, it doesn't hurt. So that's how I came about doing covers on YouTube. And initially, when people want to get recognized and discovered, cover route is the route to take. And I don't see any harm in it, because it's such a beautiful platform, YouTube, because it gets you global exposure. It's not just only India. Anyone can view your video anywhere in the world, and you never know where an opportunity can rise from. So these platforms are awesome, and I started doing covers on YouTube long back. And when my songs release, I see within like half an hour and 1 hour people put out covers on YouTube of my songs, and I'm like, wow, is this like even happening? So I used to be doing covers of other singers, now people are doing covers of my songs, so it feels really special.
Do you watch all these cover versions of Armaan Malik songs? Yes, and do you read all the comments?
100%. I tweet them, I follow those people. Like, sometimes they ask me, like, did you like something, did you not like something? And I'm very honest with them. That's the best way to go. Obviously, I don't write it on the main page. I prefer to follow them and,
reply or message,
a direct message, so that they don't feel bad publicly about anything. But the best part is like being in touch with them and telling them and giving them a lot of confidence, because if they get that from the singer who sung the song originally, it means so much more to them. So yes, I see a lot of covers of my songs, and I reply to all the people there.
Brownie points, Armaan Malik. Your fans are going to love you for that answer. What are your hobbies? What do you do when you're not singing?
Well, what any boy does, actually, just play PlayStation and go out with friends and, partying and stuff like that. But I don't get so much time to do that. I do have the weekends to do that. Well, I like playing football as well. and I'm not that a sporty person, but I like football. I like tennis as well. I love food is a big passion for me. So whenever I get time out, I always go exploring new restaurants, eating new cuisines, and if I was not a musician, I would have definitely opened up my own restaurant and probably be a chef. I love food. I'm a big foodie.
You never know, maybe we can have a restaurant one day, or a chain of restaurants.
I'm gonna do that. Definitely I'm gonna do that. A musical themed restaurant or something like that.
You're giving me some good business ideas, huh?
We can collaborate on it. Sure.
That's a good idea. Tell me, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
My dad gave me this advice. As I told you, he's done a lot of mind training for me.
Yeah.
And he always gives me awesome advices. And he told me once that, never be too overconfident, never be over humble, just be sane. Because that's what will get you through everything, be failure or be it success. If you are sane, you can get out of either of the situations, because success may feel like a positive thing, but you don't know there are a lot of side effects to success as well. There's so many things you can't do because you're successful and you're popular, or there's so many restrictions put on you.
Any Western collaborations?
I'm working on a couple of stuff. I recently released a cover as well on my channel of Sorry by Justin Bieber. Yeah, and I just did that as a tease to the stuff that I'm going to do in the near future. Let people know this is how Armaan Malik sounds when he sings English. And I did that just for fun and let my fans know that this is a start towards a lot of English stuff coming out later. So yes, I'm working on a couple of stuff. I'm writing, producing them, but as of now, I'm not going to release them. I want to find a suitable time, and as they say, every song is fated when to come out and when it becomes a hit. So I'm just fingers crossed for all the songs.
Best of luck, and on that note, can we ask you to sing 2 lines, any song of your choice?
Okay, let's do it. इतनी मोहब्बत करो ना, मैं डूब न जाऊं कहीं, वापस किनारे पे आना, मैं भूल न जाऊं कहीं, देखा जब से चेहरा तेरा, मैं तो हफ्तों से सोया नहीं, बोल दो ना जरा दिल में जो है छिपा, मैं किसी से कहूँगा नहीं, बोल दो ना जरा दिल में जो है छिपा, मैं किसी से कहूँगा नहीं, मैं किसी से कहूँगा नहीं.
Mind-blowing. Armaan Malik, thank you ever so much, and I'm sure your fans are going to love you for this.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with the concert, and thank you once again.
Thanks so much.